What I can tell you is we would never, ever put a guy on the field when there's a possibility with head trauma. And we won't do that. Guys play beat up every day. If they're not beat up a little bit, they're never 100%, then we need to, then they're not doing much. So guys always have nicks and bumps and bruises and strains and everything else.
Brady, you say that the head coach should be making those type of calls. You have other experts to make those type of calls.
Yes, sir.
But shouldn't the head coach oversee this since you are the guy who's in the...
Well, I'm not going to tell. Well, I think you're wrong there because Drew, I'm not going to say if our trainer says one thing, I'm not going to say the other because he knows that. If our doctor says one thing and this guy has studied in the field and knows that, it'd be like him telling me run his own blitz on third down. What does he know about his own blitz on third down? So to me, that doesn't make any sense for me to override.
The perception is that, though, you were not aware that this was a possibility. And shouldn't the head coach be aware?
That's your perception, not my perception. I knew the kid had an ankle injury. That's what I knew.
All right, Nick, to your right.
Brady, before he gets hit high and falls down and this whole head injury thing begins, he appeared to have some sort of ankle injury, leg injury, as you said. Why was he still in the game at that point?
Because he felt like he could still play. When the injury happened, and I'm not going to get into all of this, I'll let our medical people talk about it, but when the injury happened the first time, he came back and could play on it. Guy's a competitor, he feels he could play on it. He comes in, when he comes back in, hands the ball off, checks the play, checks it the right way, does it, everything he's supposed to do.
And then when he does come out of the game, why is he still allowed to even have his helmet at that point? Why is he?
He hasn't been diagnosed. Again, you'll get it. Sometime you'll get it.
Brady, I was going to follow up. So he has not been diagnosed with concussion? Would you say that?
Everything that I know of, no.